All right, I think I'm live. Awesome. Okay, let me get going here. Okay. Just making sure I'm live. Yep. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Welcome. My name is Shannon Rout, and I am a doTERRA Wellness Advocate. And tonight I am very excited to be with you and talking to you about a leadership opportunity with doTERRA, what building a business with doTERRA can look like. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And tonight we will be talking about hauling buckets versus building pipelines, doTERRA versus other MLM, multi-level marketing companies, earning with doTERRA, and what it takes to build doTERRA. And this is just kind of a basic overview of the business and what it would mean if you were interested in building a business with doTERRA. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in to buckets versus pipelines. So hauling buckets is basically coin operated. Most jobs operate this way. And so that's where people are working in a regular job and they want to be paid immediately for the work that they do. So that's how most of the jobs that you may be, like your current job or the job your spouse has or your friends have, those are coin operated. So hauling buckets, you're doing work and you want to be paid immediately for that work. Where an entrepreneur is building a pipeline. They're willing to do work and willing to plant seeds and make those connections and make those contacts and put in time without being paid immediately for it. And so you can actually make exponentially more if you are willing to do the work as an entrepreneur. And it is actually a superior way of earning. The question becomes, can you live your life as an entrepreneur? Many people in their lifetime change their jobs about 7 to 10 times. And today, retirement isn't even a sure thing anymore. It's not what it used to be. And so you have to be a specialized employee or a business owner to really have what you need to retire. So being an entrepreneur has many advantages in itself because you are your own boss. You are making your own hours. You are creating your own time. And you are the work that you are doing and the work that you're putting into it, you are creating something yourself. You are building a business yourself. And so that is building a pipeline. And 5 things that set doTERRA apart from other multi-level marketing companies are ownership, financial state of the company, the product, the industry, and the compensation plan. And I'm actually going to go through all 5 of these things individually. But before I continue, I do want to mention that direct sales retention rate is 10 to 13%. That's the average for the industry. And doTERRA's retention rate is 65%. And that's what's published. It's actually more like 73%. So doTERRA's retention rate is unlike any other retention rate in multi-level marketing. So when we talk about ownership, you're talking about the stability of the company and the direction it's going, and how it's affected by leadership. And so doTERRA is very lucky because they have 7 equal owners and they answer to each other. And they are amazing. 6 men and 1 woman. And they are all friends. They are all amazing people. They got together to help people and they have this huge desire to serve others. And it's very apparent in the company. It's very, you can see it through the co-impact sourcing that doTERRA offers. And that is where they're offering underdeveloped areas around the world, sustainable jobs and reliable income to the farmers, the harvesters, the distillers who grow the plants for the essential oils. And then there's also the Healing Hands Foundation, and that is doTERRA's charitable organization, and they go out and they help other people. So they go out and teach women in Nepal about about menstrual cycle and give them the supplies they need for that. And they support Operation Underground Railroad, which is a nonprofit organization that helps to pull children out of human trafficking. So it's just amazing the things that they do. They're not only interested in serving people and helping their families with their health and wellness, but they truly want to help make a difference in the world. And together, these owners have over 150 years of experience in the industry, and they want their wellness advocates to be debt-free and to be able to give back to other people. David Sterling, our president, actually did say he wanted to be able to give the most money to the most amount of people. He wants everyone to be able to be debt-free, to be able to live the lives that they imagine, to be able to not only be debt-free for themselves, but to be debt-free so they can also give back to others and to serve others. So it's just an amazing ownership that doTERRA has. The financial state of the company. So when the company was founded, they actually started debt-free. And the 7 owners invested everything into their company. They put up their mortgages, they did everything. They put all of their personal resources on the line to create doTERRA. And doTERRA actually means gift to the earth. So it's just, I can't say enough about how amazing this company is. And they didn't want any investors. They didn't want outside owners. And they didn't want that because they didn't want them to have a say in where the oils were sourced or what quality is offered. They didn't want any of those things to be compromised because they wanted to make sure that they were offering the best. And in order to offer the best, they did not want outside investors to have control over that because then it would become more about the money or the cost versus what the best quality is and what is best for the customers. And by operating this way, owners have provided the company with a tremendous amount of freedom. And not only that, they started debt-free, and now 8 years later, they are still debt-free. The next one is product. And so doTERRA offers a product that meets people's needs. It is available to everyone. Men, women, children, even animals. So there is no specific target market for this product. This is something that is very diverse. You can use it for cleaning, for health and wellness, for skincare, for laundry. There's so many uses for these products. You can use the essential oils in cooking. They are consumable. So it's something that people use regularly, and so they need to order regularly. So that's why people who use doTERRA, many of the people who actually start out in doTERRA do not enroll and begin using the products because they want to do a business or to build a business with doTERRA. They enroll because they are interested in taking care of their bodies. They're interested in the product and they're interested in taking care of their family. And from there, they begin sharing with other people and they realize that they're so passionate about the product that they begin to build a business. And not everybody builds a business with doTERRA. We have way more users in the company that just use the product than we do people that build a business with doTERRA. And I'll mention that a little bit more later. But when the company was created, the owners did know that doTERRA needed to be a multi-level marketing company because when we share with others, we are offering our knowledge and our experience. And that is not something that you can get at a grocery store. That is not something that you can get at the mall. We are very education and product based. So when we are sharing our experiences and how the essential oils and how the products have changed our lives and our families' lives, we are sharing that from the heart. And that is something that you cannot get in a store. And that is why doTERRA was created as an MLM company. And we also offer, as wellness advocates, education, ongoing education and support to those people who begin using the products. As far as the industry goes, doTERRA is in the healthcare industry. 1 in every $6 actually goes into healthcare. And so we're offering people freedom to have access to something that is safe and affordable for their families. So our country has actually become a lot more about sick care rather than about healthcare. And because of that, um, doTERRA is able to help people begin to support their bodies, support their health, to be proactive about their health. And so we have what we need in our homes at all times to help each other often. So it's just awesome because I can't tell you how little I've needed to go to the doctor or even my kids be on wellness checkups because we are constantly using these products in our home every day and we are supporting our bodies, we're supporting our immune systems. So we just don't need to go to the doctor as much anymore because we have something accessible every single day. And so doTERRA has given us the ability to address those issues at a root level. We're no longer just masking symptoms or to managing them. We're addressing them, and we are moving past them. So it is just an awesome industry. Now on to the compensation plan. So doTERRA's comp plan is better than any other comp plan in the industry. And that's because of how they've structured their unilevel pay. And doTERRA's unilevel pays the highest percentage on people on the lowest level. And I will talk about this a little bit more in depth in a minute. There's also no cap on income. So with no cap on the income, you have the ability to create an income as big as you want. So we can change our income based on how hard we work. So if you know that you want to just pay for your oils, that's fine. If you want to go beyond that and you want to supplement an income, you can do that too. If you want to replace an income, that's something that you can do as well. Or you want to multiply it. So you have so many options with doTERRA. It's just based on how seriously you take the business and how passionate you are about it. It's also designed without pitfalls. And when I'm talking about pitfalls, I'm talking about a couple different things. In comp plans in MLM companies, sometimes you'll see something called breakage. And that's where maybe you would lose somebody that is on your top level. So somebody that you enrolled right underneath you. And when that person decides they no longer want to be a part of the company, then you would lose everybody underneath them. Now in doTERRA, that doesn't happen because if that person didn't want to do it anymore, you can actually replace them. You can find a replacement for them. So there is no breakage. There's also something called breakaway, and that's where in some companies, when your organization, you have somebody below you that hits a higher rank than you, then they actually break away from you and become their own organization. So that means that you wouldn't want anybody lower than you to be at a higher rank than you. And in doTERRA, that is also something that does not happen. doTERRA's comp plan is created to inspire leadership. It's created to promote teamwork and to promote working with your downline and positive actions. It supports family, it's a community. And so you want everybody to succeed because their success is your success and your success is theirs. So it is an amazing, amazing comp plan that just allows you to do that. And the comp plan was actually designed, and I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier, to pay the most amount of money to the most amount of people. And that is directly quoted from David Sterling, doTERRA's CEO. So the unilevel pay just offers amazing opportunities. So here is an idea of ranks with monthly earnings. And starting at the rank of elite, that's where you start to see a little bit of that monthly income a little bit more consistently. And these are averages. So doesn't mean just because you hit that rank, that's what you're going to make. It has to do with, how many people you have under you. It has to do with how fast you hit ranks. Sometimes when you hit those ranks a little bit faster, then you may not be making just as much as you would if you took a little bit more time to build to that rank. So it just kind of depends. But these are average monthly earnings. And so you can see that Elite, about $300 a month. Premier, about $600. Silver is our first leadership rank. And that's when you become a silver and above, you actually get paid on a fourth thing that I will talk about, which is a leadership bonus. And then you can see gold, over $4,000 a month. Platinum, over $8,000 a month. Diamond, over $16,000 a month. Blue diamond, and presidential diamond. And there are people in this company that are double presidential diamonds or double blue diamonds because they've created two structures. And so really, the sky's your limit. You can do whatever you want to do with these things. So it's just amazing. So something I do want to mention here is a lot of people quit doTERRA very early on in the business, and that's because they don't have a long-term vision. They think that direct sales is get rich quick, that you will pay off big quick, but it really doesn't. If you understand that this is, what you want in the long term, if you have a vision for is that your end goal is and what it will be like in about 2 to 3 years, then it's going to pay off. If you are doing that consistent hard work, you're willing to put in the time, you're willing to put in that effort, then you're going to get there. You have to know what you're doing now will create that the residual income for the future. So while you may only be earning, dollars and just like a little bit at the beginning, at some point, as you build that team and you build up, you're going to explode and you're going to get that first big, check where you see that that residual income has started to come in. So you can choose what you want to do and you can choose what you want to create. And like I said before, if you just are using the oils and you love them and you just want those to be paid for every month, you can do that. If you want to supplement your income, you can do that. And if you want to replace your income, then make that your goal and work towards that. You have to have a goal in order to know where you want to go so that you can make a plan to get there. And why is residual income so amazing? Well, no one is quick to retire anymore because they don't know how much they need to retire or how much they need to live off of. And they may not even have enough to do it. So, for example, if you're living off of $4,000 a month, which is about what a gold makes, and you've worked up to gold, that income would allow you to retire in 3 to 4 years. So, because it's a residual income, it's constantly coming in. And that doesn't mean work up to gold and then quit, because obviously, if you stop leading and you stop doing what you're doing, then you're not going to go any further than that. Maybe that's fine with you. Maybe that's where you want to be. But it's also amazing because you can invest in yourself instead of in a company. You can put in this time for yourself to give yourself the freedom and the time to do what you want, to give yourself financial freedom, to give yourself time freedom, to give yourself more time with your family. So then if you do have something big that happens in your family and you need to take that time off, because you have that residual income coming in, you'll be able to do that. All right, ways to earn. Fast Start bonus is paid out weekly. Power of 3 bonus is paid monthly. The Unilevel is also paid monthly. And leadership pools, once you hit that silver rank and above, those are paid out monthly. So Fast Start is the first thing that you get paid off of. And to be paid in doTERRA, all wellness advocates must have a monthly loyalty rewards order of 100 PV or more. And they are going to be paid weekly on new enrollee volume for the first 60 days. And something, yes, you have to have 100 PV or more, which is essentially about $100 more a month. But if you're using the product and you're passionate about the product because you are using it every single day, then $100 a month will be easy for you, because oftentimes you'll find that if you are using the wellness products, the essential oils, the skincare products, the laundry products, the cleaning products, then you're going to have a hard time just keeping it to 100 PV a month. So you have that loyalty rewards order, and then in the picture it shows on the top level, it says enrollment level 1 with 20%. So if you enroll somebody, you get 20% of their overall PV. So if they were to enroll with a 100 PV order, which are the points, then you would get $20. And then let's say that person enrolled somebody on your second level, and it would be their first level, then you get 10%. So then you get $10 of that $100 order. And then if that person enrolled someone, then you get 5%. And that's for the first 60 days. Anything they order for the first 60 days, you get that 20% if you enrolled them, 10% if somebody below you enrolled them, and 5% if somebody below them enrolled them. And hopefully that makes sense. I'm going over the comp plan. I will go over each part of it, and it may be a little confusing at first, but once you start to build that business and once you have started to create that income, then it becomes easier to understand. And I do want to mention with the Fast Start bonus, that's just, that is something that doTERRA created to give you a little bit upfront, and so that you can use that Fast Start for oils, maybe to make samples to share with other people, or use it to buy an incentive or something that you are offering to people on your team. Or if you need that money, then you need that money and it's for yourself. But the Fast Start is not what creates the residual income. The Fast Start is something that is paid as people are enrolling. And then you have the Power of 3 bonus, and this is paid monthly on the 15th. And to earn this bonus, you have to have a monthly order of 100 PV or more, and then 3 people under you have to have at least 100 PV order or more. And so then the total on your first level, and then including yourself, has to be 600 PV. And so here's a better picture of it so you can see. And if you look to the left where it says building a qualified team under the $50 bonus area, you see the 3 people, you're green, the 3 people are highlighted in blue, and you can see that those 3 have 100, and so do you. And then there's 2 other people maybe on your first level that have a 100 PV order. It doesn't have to be an LRP order, it could just be a $100 order. An LRP meaning loyalty rewards order. And then once those 3 people, and I'm going to go back for a second, once those 3 people in blue here have 3 people under them, each doing the same thing, and they are each adding up to 600, then you get a $250 bonus. And then once those 3 people each have 3 people, then you get a $1,500 bonus. So as you can see, when you're structuring, as you're enrolling people and as you're building a team, you want to structure deep, not wide, because you want to structure for this bonus. That makes sense. So here it is over here, 250 bonus. Here's the 3 people in blue, and here they are here. And those 3 people each have 3 people. And then over here, those 3 people each have 3 people. So hopefully that makes sense. Loyalty rewards order is that monthly auto ship order. It's kind of like frequent flyer miles. It's something where you're ordering monthly, and to qualify for compensation, you do have to have 100 PV or more. All right, so unilevel. Unilevel bonus is paid out monthly on your structured volume for members outside of that 60-day Fast Start bonus window. So like I had mentioned earlier with Fast Start, the first 60 days that somebody has, after somebody is enrolled, you get paid a fast start bonus. You get paid out weekly on anything that they order. And then once they've gone past that 60 days, if they order something after that, then you are getting paid monthly on your unilevel bonus. And you get paid on 7 levels. And I mentioned this earlier, you get paid the lowest percentage on the highest level and the highest percentage on the lowest level. And and this is why right here it's so important. If you look at level 1 and you get that 2%, let's say you have 3 people on that top level, and here's your income that you would receive on that unilevel bonus if they had 150 if all 3 of them had 150 PV order, you would get $9 because it's 2%. On your level 2, you have more people. You have 9 people on your level 2 because each of those 3 people have 3 people under them. That's the way you're structuring it. So if those 3 people have 3 people, then you look over here with that 150 PV orders at 3% and 9 people, you're earning $49. Looking at level 3, these 3 people on level 2 each have 3 people. And so that gives you 27 people. Okay, so that's your 15. So that's how you have your $1,500 bonus. But then if you look over here on your unilevel, you're earning $252 on your unilevel bonus because for all those people that are ordering, let's say 150 PV orders monthly. And if you keep going down to a 7th level, by the time you build this low, you have a lot of people. So if you are right here, let's say at level 5, and you have 243 people, and they're ordering 150 PV orders at 6%, then you're earning $3,000. Look at the bottom level, level 7. Level 7, you can see you have over 2,000 people down there. And with that, let's say you are earning this much on that 7%. And so because you'll have more people on your lower levels, that's why doTERRA has generously chosen to put the highest percentage on the lowest level. And that's why the comp plan is so amazing. And that's why you're creating that residual income. Because while you may not be earning as much at first, by the time you hit that bottom level, you're going to be earning a ton. All right. Here is your unilevel structure and bonuses. So before you hit elite, there's a few other things that you can hit here. And it will tell you, here's your monthly PV, what you have to spend, which is always 100 all the way through. Doesn't matter your rank. So whether you are a manager or a presidential diamond, you're just spending 100 PV a month, unless you want to spend more, unless you're buying, a lot of different things and it adds up to more than that. Your monthly OV is your overall volume for your entire structure. And so that changes as you go up through the ranks, but it needs to be, you'll see here with the monthly OV for elite, you have to have an overall volume of 3,000 PV. Okay, so that's about $3,000 of what people are spending here. And then with Premier, 5,000 OV. But with Premier, you also have to have 2 people under you that have hit the rank of executive. So 2 people have to hit executive, which means that 2 people have to have 2,000 PV. And then there has to be 1,000 more PV to add up that 5,000 PV in your organization. To hit that first leadership rank silver, you have to have 3 people under you that you enrolled to hit elite, and elite is 3,000 OV. Okay, and then it just keeps going up. So 3 premier to hit gold, 3 silver to hit platinum. So you can hit, if you have 3 people essentially that are committed to building with a business and they are doing the work just like you're doing the work to build, and they all 3 hit elite, then you hit silver and you're doing the work, and so basically the idea is you hit elite and then you find 2 people that want to build the business like you, and you help them hit executive. Or you hit elite and then you find 3 people that want to hit elite also, and then you help them hit elite. So that's why we talked about it promotes leadership, it promotes teamwork. So you hit this elite rank, and then you're looking for people. Hopefully, maybe you've even found them before you hit elite, and you are looking for these people that want to do the business with you, and you're going to help these 3 people hit elite. So when these 3 people hit elite, you hit silver. And then you're going to keep building, and you're going to start looking for more people that want to do the business, but you're also going to help those people build to premier. And then you're going to help them build to silver. And then you're going to help them build, then you're going to help that 4th person build to silver. And then that you're going to find a 5th person and a 6th person. So it's about you're doing the work yourself, and then you're also helping other people. So you're helping them duplicate what you do. So if you're teaching classes, you're meeting people, you're sharing with people, you're very passionate about serving people, you're showing the people that also want to build a business how you're doing it. And then you're helping them do it too. You're helping mentor them, you're helping lead them, and you're always doing the work with them. And so you guys are building together. So their success is yours and your success is theirs, because you are always helping each other. All right, the leadership pools. The leadership pools are paid monthly on the 15th. These are not paid until you hit the rank of silver and above. And it's basically 6% of global profits a month are divided among the leadership ranks. So 2% of monthly global profits are divided between all the silvers, all the golds, and all the platinums. Okay, and then 1% is divided between diamond, blue diamond, and presidential diamond. And then an additional 1% is divided between just the diamonds, 1% divided by all the blue diamonds, and 1% by all the presidential diamonds. And so that's where they get that extra amount of money from, are those leadership pools. All right, so what does it take to build doTERRA? Building doTERRA definitely takes hard work and sacrifice. It takes a commitment, and a true commitment. You have to be willing to grow as a person, and you have to be willing to grow as a leader. And I have learned over the past year while I'm building this business is I have to be able and willing to be uncomfortable. I have to be willing to reach out to people and with an open heart and open arms, and be interested and be passionate about serving people and educating people. You're also in it to build a business for the long term, a 4 to 5 year plan. You're an entrepreneur. You are building a pipeline. So you have to understand that there will be sacrifices, and it's going to take time to create that residual income. And there's going to be ups and downs, and it might not always be easy, but it is so worth it. I can tell you that just over the past year, I have grown so much as a person. I've changed so much as a person in all parts of my life, just the way that I am, the way I think, and the way that I hold myself, and the way that I reach out and get to know people, and I have a desire to help people. I have a desire to educate people. I have a desire to get to know and make friends and be around people. And I am friends with people that I never would have met had I not started building a business with doTERRA. I've met people in different states, which is so cool, being able to see people once or twice a year, and you feel like family. And it's just an awesome experience to just be passionate about something that other people are passionate about too, and being able to make a difference in the world. So even if I'm just helping one person, I'm making a difference in their lives. And that's important. Making a difference and making people feel special, making people being there for them when they need somebody or when they didn't have somebody. And so it's just a really, really cool experience. And as you are growing as a leader and you're building up through those ranks, you're going to have people below you that are going to look for guidance. and you're going to help them do basically what you did. So you're going to duplicate what you've done. You're going to mentor them and help them do what you've done. And so you get to work with all different kinds of personalities and all different kinds of people, because everyone's different. But then you get to use your strengths and their strengths and work together as a team. And so it's pretty cool. And it's not something, you do have to understand, it's not something that you can try for a month or two and suddenly be rich. It's something that you do need to understand that it's going to take 4 to 5 years to build. But think about it this way: if it takes you 4 to 5 years to build something that creates residual income for the rest of your life, then is it worth those sacrifices? Absolutely. Absolutely. So doTERRA basically gives you the opportunity to empower others, not only with essential oils, but also with the potential of financial freedom and earning potential that many people would dream of having. It takes very little startup money. It's $100 a month, which you get the product. You get the product for that. So if you are using the product and you enrolled with doTERRA because you love the product, then you're probably already spending that $100 a month. You've already invested something. You're investing in something that you already use in your home and that you're very passionate about. It's something that you're using daily for yourself and something that you're using for your family. And you can also use that product that you're purchasing to share it with other people. So you can make those samples and you can share with people in need. And I do want to mention that 80 to 83% of people in doTERRA will actually never build. And that's amazing for the company. That's actually really good for the company because it keeps us product strong. We are product-based. And it's also good for our finances. And it's good for our wellness advocates because those of us that are building, it keeps our jobs specialized. We're building because we have a passion to educate people and a passion to serve people. And 17% of wellness advocates will start enrolling people, only 17%. And then 15% of those 17 people actively build a business once they start sharing with people. So that's why our retention rate is so good too, because we have so many more users than we do builders. But those of us that are building a business with doTERRA, once we start truly actively building, then we don't stop because we are committed and we see that long-term vision and we see the end goal and we know what we want and we are dedicated to the company, we are dedicated to the product, we are dedicated to ourselves, and we're dedicated to serving others. And so if you decide to build with doTERRA and you decide to do it for the long term, and you find time every day to work on building your business, if this is something that you really want to do, just go out and do it. And building with doTERRA is not going to put you in debt. It's going to allow you to help people with their health and wellness and help offer financial freedom to people. And so it's just an amazing opportunity. And I'm so excited that I hopped on here to share that with you all tonight because I am very, very passionate about it. And if you are interested in building a business with doTERRA, if you have thought about building a business with a multi-level marketing company and you are very interested in your health and wellness, you are interested in natural forms of healthcare, if you want to serve people and you want to help people and you want to be able to give back, then doTERRA is definitely the company that you should look into. doTERRA is definitely the company that would be right for you if you have that long-term end goal. I would definitely reach out to me. So thank you so much for being on here tonight with me. If you have questions, feel free to email me at shannon@thenaturallifestyle.com. You can find me on Facebook at The Natural Lifestyle, or on Instagram, The Natural Lifestyle. And again, my name is Shannon Rout, and thank you so much for joining me.